scared. The trees got your hair. Hands off, Father, we let go. Hands off, Father, we let go. Time is limitless. You are endless. Above us, below. Let go. Let go.
All right. And we are now live with the finale of our 4-part miniseries, The Cursed Curriculum. However, I do believe at this point I can say I've been essentially threatened by Casey to continue doing episodes of this show. So,
What's up? I'm sorry.
nothing. I was making a joke about how you were threatening me that I have to keep making more of this this game. You know, the riveting game that you're just, huh? What happened?
Is it a threat or a promise?
Yeah, I love that we went through. I'm being threatened too. Huh?
Huh? What?
Who?
But
Oh no.
we are in the final stretch of the story of the Dirt Man, hopefully. Now, typically, you don't get advancement till you solve a case, but A, it's a very big case. You've done 3 sessions. And B, if we're showing people the system, I can't show them how to level after you're done. So everybody gets an advancement right now. It's a small improvement. I think everybody's decided what they get. You're still rank 0. You are complete novices, but you're getting a little better. So I think I'll just go clockwise on our stream, moving over to Moss. What did Havok improve?
I took the perk Defender, which gives advantage on actions protecting the life of someone else.
Awesome. Then Connor, what did Alan take?
Well, considering Alan has spent the past couple of days just completely immersed in digging up all of this data on all of these people who are involved in some very strange and arcane things, I think Alan has started to get a little better grasp of the arcane.
Nice. Is this becoming trained in Arcana, Alan?
Yes.
Okay. I
Which
couldn't
also
remember if
means
you
that
were
he-
already trained and going to level 1 or... Okay.
Nope, he was a Monday. But, you know, when you take... Oh, is it when you take a level in it, you get the... You get the focus? God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But being trained now means you're trained in all schools of Arcana. Like, the focus then begins to specialize at rank 1, but you can do 0 level spells or the first circle of magic spells from any school. All right. Then, Aaron, what improvement did Maisie get?
Maisie has improved her personal firearms to level 1, which, if you can guess why the Irish Catholic girl is good at guns,
Yeah.
I think it's not that hard because she's on the East Coast. Do the math.
All right. And then finally, Casey, what did Remy improve?
So Remy has been devastated for 12 to 15 hours, or however how long we've been doing this since he's been in town. That he didn't. So I'm taking a level in social. He does not want to fail again. He's about to mention name for himself here.
So taking a level in social is actually really interesting, Remy, because social is one that specializes. So you get to pick your specialty in social. And as a perk, when you take a specialty in social, you gain a contact of that type of specialty.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, for every level of social, you get a contact related to that field. So social gets you more and more contacts out in the world, too.
I need to bring the book up.
No, that's fine. You can think that over for now. Because where we left off, we know that Alan, Remy, and Havok had kind of figured out the weird thing going on with Mark, that Mark may be becoming this thing called the Dirt Man that everyone's talking about. Havok does the ritual in the Song of the Dirt Man, but specifically doesn't do it for their pillow. And at 3 a.m., the bed snaps in half as a hole is ripped straight down to the dirt under the room, and Havok is gone, finding themselves in a cave. Too large for the flashlight on their shadow to see the end of without walking around. But also the thud, thud, thud of one after another other students, assumingly from the dorms, coming in until there's 8 more there with you. But we are going to whip focus over to someone we haven't seen in a while. Maisie left to commune with the divine. Now, Maisie, roll 2d10 for me and tell me what the individual numbers are.
There we go. So a 6 and a 2 in that.
All right. 6, 2 is going to either be the evangelist or the star. Which did your character encounter? You do not get to ask me what those mean beyond that.
No, that's fair.
Okay.
I have an idea for the star just because tarot. The evangelist, though, so here's my decision. I'm picking the star purely because the evangelist is too on the nose for the character. It's way too on the nose, and I don't want to play into a stereotype. I'm supposed to be roasting the devout Catholic, not leaning into it. So
Yes.
I refuse the evangelist, and yeah, let's go star.
All right. You then get to roll another 2d10. This being has 2 aspects, but given things we know, you and I, one of them will be blood, regardless.
I'm sorry, one more time?
One of the 2 aspects will be blood. The other one will be based on what you roll. I need another 2d10 roll.
Okay.
I need to know both dice.
I missed the 2d10. I thought
you're
giving
fine.
Me a awful choice of picking the other aspect.
Oh, you're going to roll, and it's going to generate 2 aspects, and you will pick.
A 1 and a 10.
Okay, 1, 10. Ooh.
Or a 1 and a 0, I suppose.
Yes. You get 2 choices. Nether or Dominion.
I think given her predilection for the art, Dominion makes 0 sense. So we'll go with option 1.
Nether. You find yourself in a point of pain and sensation that it clouds the mind to a fog that becomes a blanket, wrapping so thick your consciousness pushes through beyond everything. You're in nothing, and yet you're outside of everything. There is a ground at your feet, likely your knees at this point. Possibly your hands, depends on your balance. The floor is black and glossy, but the only thing that can reflect is you. But not clearly, muddy, oily, the color separating and reconfiguring. Not far in front of you, there is a bubbling sound like that of a tar spring or a backed up sewage pipe. Rising from it is a, at first, black form, but peaks of white shine through the dripping blackness, till there, head low, the habit covering most of the face, is a Catholic nun, dripping in black, what can only be described of as oil, the white pearlescent in its brightness. But there is color, because while you cannot see the nun's face, you can see it clutching a rosary of blood red beads. But there is also a red dripping from below the habit onto the hands and beads rolling down the rosary, dripping into the blackness. And somehow when it hits, it's like when oil hits water and it just holds its shape and falls, but it's falling forever beyond the floor. What do you do?
She looks up confidently and is like, "What's your name?"
Names. Cute. You have one, though, don't you, Maisie?
Am I supposed to be impressed that a divine figure has figured out my name?
A figure has figure to play with words. That is fun. No, but you are looking for something beyond yourself, so I will ask you, what is it that you figure?
I figure that I'm willing to sacrifice any piece of my body to learn what I need to know.
But what do you need to know? Because there is much you still need to learn. As the head tilts up and you see this nun whose eyes are long missing and burned and scarred, its mouth, these sharp fangs just drooling blood down a chin that isn't even there anymore, just eaten away with this almost bear trap of an overbite of fanged teeth.
Would you teach me then?
It talks in a way that it shouldn't, now that you know the bottom half of its mouth doesn't exist and it's so gnarled. But it doesn't seem to stop it at all. But the tongue does still move, trying to move around in a mouth that doesn't exist, being somewhat distracting. I can teach you so many things, Maisie Highland. So many. And then there's a crashing sound, and you are ripped out of this back into your bathroom because multiple people in the dorm have just been ripped through their beds, snapping their beds in half, through the floor into the dirt. we can cut back just so Maisie has some time to breathe and process. We can cut back over to Casey and Connor with Alan and Remy. This is just after Havok was pulled through. You saw the whole what do you want to do?
He goes for his phone.
There's a hole there. There's a hole there. And I am pulling up my phone to see if the Find My Friend shit is working. Because I would like to find my friend.
Nice. Yes. Give me a technology roll with advantage. So whatever 2 digits you roll, you can pick which one's the 10 digit. You're looking to roll under your logic modified by technology.
Okay, okay. 37.
All right, I think that should be plenty below. So yeah, your phone works. And we already established last week that Havok's phone works. So Find My Friend is working. How far away is your friend? 38 miles.
38 miles?
God damn.
All right, so we got about an hour.
You know,
At
I'll be
least
real.
the path
that
would
calculation,
be.
that calculation made 0 sense to me because I live in Los Angeles. The notion of 38 miles taking an hour is insane to me.
I will note this is 38 miles on the road in the mountains. So you're doing a lot of backtracking and winding, but it is still probably 20 miles away.
Okay.
Still faster than the 405.
All right. Fuck. All right.
You haven't heard from Maisie in a while, and you know Maisie had left to get answers too.
Okay, I almost said con. Okay, man. What do you want to do? What we better do? What we better do?
Well, we need to go there, like now, especially if everyone got sucked down a hole that is no longer accessible. It's going to take about an hour. I'm just
Do we want to talk to the cat lady?
well, right now I'm texting Maisie,
Right.
and saying, "Hey, we're about to go there. Do you want to? Where are you at? Do you need us to pick you up?"
Okay. I'm gonna tell this. The professor, and you see him just start texting the professor.
All right.
Everything like T9 levels of typing.
Professor
T9
Arbuckle is getting many small texts. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding.
So I think Maisie will reply to the text, and I think this is more fun. It's gonna be cryptic as fuck. She just says, "I just had a vision. I think I can find Havok."
So you want us to pick you up or not?
Y'all get a text that says Mark isn't even down here, and a bunch of angry emojis.
Yeah, we will quickly cut to Havok, who is, we've established, it's about a 50-foot diameter circular like pocket in the mountain with no noticeable exits or entrance. You're there with 8 other people. There's definitely going to be that kid that you ran into like 4 times on move-in day.
Oh, that's rough.
So Maisie will reply, "Come pick me up, but not in the sense, no, just come here and I'll get us a shortcut."
I am driving.
Do not tell
I'm driving to Maisie's location.
Okay.
Somebody needs to dig down from the top.
I grabbed the broom.
Good call. Maisie, give me a strength save.
Oh no. I'm actually okay at this. I forgot I made myself a little beefy. Okay. No modifier or anything? Just
No
flat?
modifier. It's a save, and with a save, if you fail, you can spend a bone to auto succeed.
29 out of 50.
Okay, cool. Given the nature of how you divine things, strength is also essentially constitution in this game. You were rolling to see if it left you like fatigued from blood loss or anything.
Yeah.
But you're good.
We'll do that.
Yeah. You're okay. There's some like hints at Maisie's scarring as the camera gets glimpses of Maisie getting dressed quickly. Let's see.
She'll wait till
yeah. So as Remy and Alan get back to campus rushing, there are multiple campus security golf carts outside your dorm, as well as that long-haired guy that was investigating the dorms when Mark was first missing. They're there. Tons of students are outside. They have floodlights set up, just shining so much light into the quad from all angles. And there's like RAs and stuff. They're just like essentially kind of like a fire drill and everything. Just everybody stay calm, stay in the lit area. Don't go wandering into the woods. Things will be done shortly. We want to make sure what happened. But security and probably some other kind of officials are definitely in the building when you're on your way over to meet with Maisie.
Because, you know, I'm a king for dumb ideas. I would like to open up my third eye and look directly at long hair Moog.
Ooh, yeah. So mysticism, this is willpower based.
Ah, 27.
All right. You're going. Who is driving the car at the time, by the way? Is Alan driving?
It's my car.
Okay. I thought that was the case. I wanted the guarantee while Remy's vision completely changes.
Yeah.
Remy, your vision changes. You see this guy. The best way to describe him with this, because you already saw him with like the beard and long hair and stuff, is he looks like a combination of Dog the Bounty Hunter and Republican White Jesus.
Not Republican White Jesus.
Honestly, that would be the first time in history I wouldn't choose Dog the Bounty Hunter for the cringe moment. It's Republican White Jesus in this one moment and one moment only.
I will say my favorite of doing that kind of joke is probably my favorite book series is Dungeon Crawler Carl. And the newest book, the conceit is basically like they're stuck in a level of the game that's like Yu-Gi-Oh! And you have to battle these mythical creatures in our real world that the aliens have like reset and get their cards. And he ends up with Uzi Jesus. And it's Jesus with 2 gold-plated Uzis. And he is the biggest douchebag in the book.
Oh, that sucks, because honestly, I would love to see a scene where Uzi Jesus just annihilates the moneylenders with 2 gold-plated Uzis. What a fucking iconic moment.
There's also this, like, it's a weird fucking series, but there's also this, like, fallen super samurai like Yu-Gi-Oh level twisted monster version of it guy he gets as well, and he fusion cards him with Uzi Jesus. So it's Samurai Uzi Jesus with 4 arms.
What book is this?
It's the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. It is the most batshit
I'm
bananas
gonna
book
have
series.
to find this. That's amazing.
So
But yes, back on track.
is Macy out here?
Yes. Maisie
So,
can be out here. Oh, what's up?
I do want to clarify. I am trying to have them come inside to get me.
Okay. I will say
I did mention a shortcut.
You did mention the shortcut. You know what? With the shortcut, I'm willing to say if you guys can get in before security has fully swept the dorm. So I am scared of.
Okay, real quick. What did I
Matthew,
see
Mark,
with-
Luke, and
with-
John Woo. We're
because
gonna.
my next.
Oh, what's up?
What
I was
did
gonna
Remy
say,
see?
What did I see?
Oh yeah, no, he looks like a mix of like Dog the Bounty Hunter and Republican Jesus. Like the long hair's flowing in a wind that doesn't exist. He has this golden glow about him, but he's armored to hell.
Okay, do I get the sense that he's a good guy?
You definitely get the sense that he's a monster hunter. Very Jesus vibes off of him. So like how much you'll get along with him, even though he hunts monsters, that's a personal thing.
And that's what he got with his specialize?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I look at Alan. I'm like, listen. I'm gonna go talk to homie over there. Go to Maisie. I have a tracker on Moss. Not Moss. Damn it. Havok. God damn. And if you disappear, I have your number, so I'll be able to find you also. But I'm gonna go because we need an adult. We are not
I'm the adult.
We had one. He just turned out to not fucking exist.
Oh, we're so fucked if I'm the adult. We're so fucked.
I am reposting what this guy looks like in the real world, so you guys have a point of reference in our Discord as well.
Okay, but I will try and get back into the dorm.
Yeah.
While Remy goes and talks.
This is going to be, oh yeah, if Remy's talking, this is going to be even easier because we can push this off to a social check. So Remy, what did you pick as your specialization in social?
I'm trying to find where they can find the specializations, by the way, in the book. I've been looking.
Okay. So it's in the rules section, like the actual list of skills. I can quickly grab you a list. This is also, it's worth knowing that this is a list of examples. It's the kind of game where you can add whatever you want as well, as long as it's within the same like rough. But we have things like business, high society, club culture, black markets, diplomacy, internet culture, things like that. You can also do like monster hunters, the bayou.
You know what?
Things like that.
I would like to do the monster hunter.
Yeah.
I feel, I'd like to add monster hunter to that.
So
I'd put that. Do I just put that in ad?
Yeah. But I gotta quickly look at your character sheet because I know it's labeled weird. But essentially, yeah, you'll add a separate one, and your rank 1 will go into that, which is monster hunters, and your normal social will stay at rank 0.
Okay.
Because the coding for the character sheet's funky.
Gotcha.
You'll also get a contact who's a monster hunter, but we'll probably flesh that out for after this miniseries if we get picked up. But yeah, so you are gonna slip out. You're gonna cut this guy off, I'm guessing. How do you want to interact with him? How do you want to initiate?
I will walk up to him and I'll be like, excuse me, sir. I was knowing I'm gonna drop like a heavy hint, but quietly, and say like, I was noticing your aura, and I think I might have some information that might help you out with the problems that we might be having.
All right, yeah, give me a social check. Since you're rank 1, it's whatever your willpower is plus 10%.
I got a 21.
All right, then you definitely succeed. He's going to go, oh, I get it. I don't see much of the aura situation, but I am willing to hear answers. And he reaches into his back pocket and he pulls out a card and gives it to you. It is Reverend Jonathan Michaels. He has an address of the church in town. Let me quickly pull that up.
Is he trying to be the cool youth pastor?
Yeah. I purposely had him have youth, like cool youth, 90s cool, late 90s cool youth pastor energy.
Oh my God.
Like, hey, you know what? Rock and roll can love Jesus too, puts in POD.
No. You better be chewing that bone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's at Ravenwood Church.
He's like, we kind of not need to talk about it right now. It's a right now kind of situation. Like, I might know where the people are.
So your last roll was a 27, correct?
Let me look. 21.
21, okay. Give me another roll.
Oh, I have devilish charm. Still not enough. I'm gonna spin a bone.
All right.
Well, wait, no, it's plus 10, so I got a 68.
Nice. So I'm also saying while this is happening, the amount of time you're doing is also just giving Alan enough time to go around and get in. You said gotcha. 68. Oh my God. This is up to 89% already. He's just like, okay, fine. We can, and he kind of pulls aside and wants to know what you have to share with him. Give me another social check before we do the RP portion.
Nine.
Oh, 98. All right. Alan, give me a quick dexterity larceny check.
So minus 20?
Yep, dex minus 20, but I'm going to give you advantage on this, so you can swap the numbers as well.
9.
All right. That is enough to go in. Also enough to count as an assist to see if you can do it in enough time. Granting a plus 10, bumping this 98 to a 108. You do successfully distract the Reverend long enough for Alan to sneak in. But before we cover that, we will do the information sharing you want to do. So he kind of pulls you off to the side. He just, okay, yeah. Yeah, hey, he kind of takes you over to an area with like a knee-high wall and sits over and he's like, hey, let's rap about it. I'm gonna crank this to 11 now. This is this guy's whole shtick.
He's like, listen.
Yeah, I'm always listening. The Lord's ears are everywhere.
I'm sure he is. Look, we listen. My friend Havok decided not to put dirt underneath the floor, like where we were sleeping, and when the whole dirt man thing happened, pulled them into the ground. But luckily, we have Find Your Friend, and the phone's working, and they're about 30 miles. I'll give the direction, like the thing. Listen, there's a whole lot of going on, and I need you to be. Everybody gonna have to be real cool, real quick. All right, before I go further. But there may be some tomfoolery with like the guy who runs this place, with Mark, and some other stuff. But like, we need to get to them now, and you look like some people I used to know back in the bayou that might be able to solve this particular little problem.
Okay, so
Like you're
I'm
giving on some
going
real
to
Van
need
Helsing style. Like,
I'm going to need 2 checks from you, and you're going to need to succeed on both of them. On the plus side, one of these checks you're going to get to pick which skill you roll. The first check you don't get to pick, but it is social, so you should be fine. And he's a monster hunter, so you get your plus 10.
okay.
This is to be charming enough for him to listen.
I got 47.
Awesome. Now I need you to add enough details to show that you know what you're talking about and you are informed to the level that it's not just someone who's having a lucky guess. So I'm going to need either a logic arcana check or a logic mysticism check, because this is rudimentary enough that I think actual mysticism and folk culture and everything will help knowing this. Also, I know you're built around mysticism to start, and this feels very
thank you.
in.
Mysticism, please.
Yes. Okay. So that is your logic you're trying to roll under.
Okay. We're gonna spin that bone.
I'll spend one of my bones
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
to help you out.
Okay.
To help you out here, just to ring your phone and remind you, our friend Havok did send you a picture.
Ah, yes. I'll show the picture.
That will give you advantage.
Oh, thank God.
So
I got to 20.
a 20. So you, oh, of course, yes. They're phones. You're a smart kid. Anyone ever tell you that? As he does a hand pat on the shoulder and heads off to immediately tell someone of his brilliant idea of checking the phones for location.
Okay, well, at
But-
least we'll get equipment there now. Ribby's like, no, sure.
Oh, the greatest villain to a party isn't the mustache twirling madman. It's the guy who constantly annoys you just enough to be not quite enough to kill him.
Oh.
But, what's up?
That NPC white dude taking credit.
Nothing.
All right.
I'll just be like, I send the message like, I think we got people on their way, so
Yeah.
let me know.
Alan,
I can't get in.
Alan and Maisie. Alan gets to Maisie's room. You're able to meet up with Alan, but not with Remy, because Remy's off distracting.
Of course. Bit busy with Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yes. That's a typo. This is God the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, God. Oh, gross.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, amazing wouldn't say gross.
All right.
Wait, Jesus, it's you finally. Sorry, anyways.
But yeah, what is going on?
Okay. You gotta fill me in. What is the shortcut? Because like 30 miles.
I need you to follow me then. I would like to go to Havok's room.
All right.
Do you want to wait on?
The second, the end part there was out of character to our lovely GM.
Yeah.
While I'm following you.
Yeah.
Do we need to wait on Remy, or are we just going?
I'm gonna do the thing and then we'll figure
All
it
right.
out. Sounds good?
I'm here. Let's go.
So,
Great.
Maisie,
Thank you.
because you have the shared bathroom, you're able to just click through the bathroom, and you're quick enough that you guys succeeded before security came in, so you can get here before anybody else. So Havok's bedroom does not have a bed like collapsed in half because Havok wasn't here last night. The three of them were at the bed and breakfast in town, sharing a room with an economy-sized box of rainbow condoms.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let this ride, despite me having misassumed. Um, it's still her space. It's still Havok's space.
Question.
Um,
Question.
Yep.
Is Havok's roommate the kind of person who would have put dirt under her pillow?
High or low,
Oh.
I'm gonna roll.
Well, I would like her to be low. So let's go low.
Don't put her under the mountain with me. Don't do that to me.
I just
Don't do that to
rolled
me.
a 1.
I'm
Like you
so
hear
sorry,
vocal
but
warm-ups
you are gonna be
echoing
popular.
in the cave. But that does mean that not Havok's bed, but the bed next to Havok crunched in half.
You know what? I had interactions with her roommate. I have a little bit of a tie. I comfort her when she was drunk and crying. What better girl power is there?
Yeah, that's Ava.
Okay. Ava. So Macy's going to turn to Alan and be like, I need you to lock all of these doors, and you're going to see something you're probably not going to like.
What else is new? I'll go lock all the doors.
Great. I would like to use, so there's the reveal step, which is an early step of magic.
Yes.
Clearly, some magic had to be done to transport them from here to somewhere else. So I want to reveal that portal, and then, if possible, I'm happy to do multiple actions here. Open it again.
Okay, so what is your training level in magic and of what school?
I'm trained in level 1 in Arcana.
Okay, so you're level 1, because getting a sense of where it goes, that could be low magic. Reopening a portal, you could do a mid magic version. High magic's gonna be literally like a portal you see opens. Mid magic reality is gonna make it work. But yeah, you can do that. So mid magic is gonna be a -20 difficulty modifier. Using your school of magic, that is plus 10. So it's -10. It is an extended task, so you can describe how you start, because if there's ways for others to help with Arcana, it will be very good for you.
So I'll leave this up to player comfortability. I think you're gonna have to hurt her to help in the pure magic sense. However, I think if you're also you just got trained in Arcana, so you at least know symbols for stuff. I think you could just use her blood to paint. If like hurting her is uncomfortable, then just do the Arcana symbol writing if you want to assist. Because it's going to be very obvious what she's doing very quickly, I think.
Okay.
Alan is like, I took a little bit of an interest in the occult. Oh, really? Here's this bowl of blood. Start painting symbols. I need help.
Yeah, so she's going to slice both her palms and grip the pillow that should have been had dirt shoved under it.
Yep.
And then kind of like that's how she starts the ritual, and then she'll turn to Alan and be like, bring me something to squeeze this blood in, and I need you to start painting some opening way symbols. Do you know what that means, Alan? She's like losing blood and staring you dead in the eye as she does this.
Opening way.
A door open, I don't care. Whatever is significant to you. That's what matters. Start painting it.
Yeah, so we need Maisie to give a logic -10 and an Alan to give a logic -20.
Okay.
What is Remy doing when this is happening?
Okay, this is one of the most bullshit rolls that's ever happened to me in existence. It is a 36 out of 35. There has never been a more bullshit roll that I've ever experienced in my life.
Oh, your logic's only 45? Oof. Okay.
It is only 45. I thought when I made Macy, I thought willpower would be what Arcana is based off of.
Oh, actually, you know what? I fucked this up. Willpower can work for you. I was doing logic for Alan and I gave you logic because logic is knowledge, willpower is actual casting. I botched that.
Can I keep the 36?
Sure.
Please.
I fucked up. So yeah.
So 36 out of 55 then.
All right. And what did Alan get?
Uh, 16 out of 40.
Awesome. So that 36, since Alan also succeeded, gives a plus 10 to the highest one. So you're 46% of the way there. Again, Casey, what is Remy doing while they are putting this ritual together?
Where my mic go? I do believe that one. Did he get a text message from the professor?
You know what? High or low?
We're gonna do high.
5, just on the back half. So he'll get a response, but not yet.
Okay. Alan, what's the chances you left the keys in your leaf?
Not very.
Okay.
He might have a remote start.
Yeah.
Shit. It doesn't look like it's easy for me to get in, or is the place pretty much locked down at this point?
Give me a larceny check. Dexterity based.
So I wouldn't know. I got a 65 and I have a minus 20 to it.
Mm.
So in lieu of me not really seeing a clear opening.
Yep.
He's gonna. Did that card give me an address?
Yes.
Or is it just his office hours? What's it? How far is that address? Is it all the way back in town?
It is back in town, but we'll put it where it was like in the back part of town. So kind of on the way to the university. So like 10-minute drive away.
Cool. I know this is the middle of nowhere, West Virginia, Pennsylvania type kind of ordeal going on, but what's the chance? You know what? I need another high low on if I can get an Uber.
If you can get an Uber, give me a technology check. Willpower based.
Tech check willpower.
Because you're going off faith right now that this is going to work out.
Damn it, I got 100. Is that double zeros?
No, double zeros is a 0. Double zeros is a 0. Because this is actually a 0 to 99 system. So it doesn't go 99, 00, or both crit fails, because that would make the system really sucky.
The ultimate crit.
But yeah, no, you rolled essentially a perfect crit. So yeah, you get an Uber. Oh.
Can the crit be the professors in the Uber?
I love that. I'll do that. Because, yeah, you guys aren't ready for Benny yet. So, yeah, they'll be like, oh, there's an Uber driver who can pick you up within 300 feet. It just shows the building his office is at. It's Dan.
I go. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's
Go
just it shows John with his vest and blue shirt, his curly hair.
Professor, cool. I snatched the professor. I'm like, we must leave. And get in the car. And I'll be like, listen, I'll explain on the way. Homie, I have $40, question mark. I need you to go to this location or get me as close to this location as you can get me. Like,
Oh
double
man,
time.
that is so much more than I actually get paid through the app, and he punches it.
Let's go. I'll meet you there.
No, and he says that, he thinks for a second, he's like, cancel your order. We're doing this under the table. Like he thinks he's in an action movie and punches.
Sure, I'll cancel the order.
Because then you just pay him directly and he doesn't, like Uber doesn't get a cut. Look, Professor Arbuckle's no dummy. All right, so as you guys are going, Havok, Ava's here. What was the name of the other NPC that
He
you...
was never named.
No, I have his name. That's
At
what's
least
beautiful about it. Oh, here it is. It's Liam.
Okay, it wasn't Dexter Boy Genius. Damn.
No. Or no, it's not Liam. It's Mason. There it is. It's Mason. I thought it was Liam because Liam looks very similar, but AI does that. It is Mason Carter. He's a chem major. You broke a bunch of his chem set on move-in day. What do you want to do given the text you've gotten, but that's all you know?
Please, like, I'm gonna text something like, if you're gonna come here, please dig down from the top.
All right.
I'm gonna run out of air at some point. It's not gonna be fun. And then I tell Ava to shut up.
I hope
There's an air limit.
I hope we didn't lose Aaron to AFK because we're flipping back. Okay, there's Aaron. We're flipping back to the second round of the spell.
I literally had to blow my nose and didn't want to do it on stream.
You're fine. It just determines how I vamp and how long I have to vamp. But
Fair.
we shift back to Alan and Maisie working on this ritual. Both of you get to make your checks. Alan's at -20 because you're rank 0. Maisie's at -10 because you're rank 1.
That is a 7 out of 45 for me.
It is a no bones day for me.
That's okay because
Okay.
at least one of you didn't fail, so it won't be a failure this round.
Alright.
Unless you crit fail, then we get a fail mark.
I did.
But there's
I did, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to be boned. Okay, I still failed.
But it's not
I
a crit
failed for it.
fail, so it doesn't give a failure because Maisie succeeded. You said 7. So you guys are up
Yes.
to 53% of the way there. Not a ton of progress. We can cut back. Remy, let's just give you a quick... What kind of save would this be? Yeah, give me a quick strength save because this is also like nausea as Professor Arbuckle is Tokyo drifting down the mountain in a Honda Fit.
Mount Fuji run. Oh, no.
As he punches it, he turns on the fucking Tokyo drift beat.
Oh no,
No.
I got a 93.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you spend a bone or do you take the consequence? It's a save, so if you spend, you succeed. But
Yeah, I'll take the bones because I like the professor. I don't want to throw open his car.
yeah, cool. So
I'll
with
throw the
that,
bone.
you go, because it also got especially rough because you've been on the main road that kind of serpentines down the hill deeper into the valley, across the state line. But about 2/3 of the way back, Professor Arbuckle takes a hard turn down a side road. And it's not as well paved. You're hitting bumps. Your ass is flying out of the seat every so often. It is a fit, so you're not really flying up. You're just kind of getting compressed against the ceiling every so often. But after a couple minutes of that, because he's hauling it, you get to this. At one point, it was white, but now it's faded and chipped. Single steeple, like old church house in the woods. There's a kind of an old beat up Ford out there looking in rough condition, as well as a bunch of scrap metal and like chunks of stuff. There is a cemetery visible even from where you are back behind the church as well.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! I look at the like the tracker I put on Havok. How close are we?
Ooh, I like that being in a similar direction. We'll cut it in half and we'll say about 10 miles away.
Like past the church? Like
You're roughly about 10 miles. You kind of moved like a triangle, like it's still hang up into the woods. And it does look like from where you are, it would be going behind the church up into the woods past the church, back behind it several miles.
is there okay. All right. Is there a dirt path or is this we hiking it?
So as you're pulling in, there is also someone visible here. A couple people at first. You'll notice there is a man as you're walking and starting to head around. When you can see the graveyard, there's a man currently digging a plot in the graveyard. He's an older, lanky man. Very grave digger vibes to him. He silently raises his head and turns it looking in your direction.
Cool.
And as that happens, you hear no, he doesn't make any advances. You do get creeped out for like a half second when you then hear the rumble of a motorcycle engine and coming in, and it should be a Harley, but it's a Honda in the Harley style. Is our preacher cruising in and parking up next to the pickup truck. Do you keep walking or do you go back to the preacher?
My friend having some trouble. Is there a shovel in the back of this busted ass pickup truck?
Oh, the one you're walking by? You want to spend a bone? There definitely can be.
Oh, cool. I'm going to snatch that shovel because I got the text. Make sure you dig. And I'm going to do a light jog. He's going to do a light jog.
Okay. So, as this is happening...
He's going to be like... He's going to tell the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I was gonna say he's gonna look at the professors like I hope you have your running shoes on because we're about to be track stars. And he snatches that shovel and he's gonna go, and he's gonna goes.
Give me a social check when talking to John.
Can this be diplomat?
Yeah.
Cool. 38.
Cool. So you run, and there's a moment where he kind of stumbles on what to do, but he then eventually turns off the car and is stumbling behind you, kind of running to catch up. His smart tech fleece vest kind of flipping as Professor Jonathan Arbuckle is following you into the woods. We cut back to Maisie and Alan. The magic is starting to be palpable. There's this buzz on the hairs on the back of your neck. Things are clicking into place in this pocket of the universe. I need another roll from both of you.
I have a question. If I put myself through like an extreme amount of pain, could I argue for advantage on this roll?
I will allow that, and then you'll make a strength check save afterwards to see if you get the fatigued condition. Or even maybe wounded.
So then she'll use one of her implements in her armpit then, which is just full of nerves. Okay. All right. So I assume still rolling with the -10, but with advantage.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. Wow, I can do nothing with that. Great.
Honestly, this is a good thing for both of you. I will say, Connor, because you haven't done magic before and you have insatiably curious, give yourself +10 to rolls in this case. And when you're doing this check to cause yourself severe pain, Maisie, you have high pain tolerance, so I'll also give you +10 on the strength save to not get wounded.
I will do that right now as well.
But if you failed on that, do you want to spend a penny or a bone to re-roll?
Well, so it rolled weird, but I have a 50 strength typically, so 9 out of 60. Nice.
Okay. Oh, 9. Not bad. And what did Alan get?
84.
Okay. So Alan's not being a ton of help right now, but it is a backup. 9 pushes y'all up to 62. You're beyond the halfway point. You're trying to get this ritual to go. There is this faint thing where the Dirtman melody is starting to like kind of ring in the back of your head. But we will cut back over to Havok. What are you wanting to do?
Is Rachel Berry still singing?
I'm gonna give Rachel Berry, or Ava, a little roll. White or red?
Red, always red.
Okay, so that means it's a 37 instead of a 73, which is good. She has kept her shit together, and she is not currently freaking out.
So she's not singing. Cool.
No.
Okay. Is anybody freaking out?
Give me a social check.
AKA wasting oxygen.
Give me a social check.
So that's 45 minus 20.
So
Right.
25.
Cool. I'm sure I knew the math. Oh, hell yeah, that's a 5.
All right, cool. There have been a few people getting a little panicked, but you're able to help people calm down. And everybody's staying calm. People are also starting to notice, like, you're helping them stay calm. All right, Remy. You're just hiking into the woods.
I'm not about to open my third eye, but I'm also I'm being as quiet, but moving as quickly as possible.
All right, so we have you going, I'm actually going to cut this task in half to a 50 because you took the Uber to a halfway point. But I am going to need you to make either a... So if you're not opening your third eye, this is going to either be a logic survival check, or I will let it be a strength survival check. But if you fail on those checks, you will also get injured.
And if I open up my third eye, it'll be a mystic willpower.
It'll be willpower survival check, which won't be too bad unless you crit fail, and that is going to be real bad.
Yeah, then he's Havok's gonna owe him a beer. Opening my third eye.
All right, so we'll do willpower survival check, and you're going to go. This isn't even so much that you're opening your third eye, because as you said, Remy wouldn't choose to do this. You're doing it for the mechanical benefit, so it's more instinctively you are using your paranormal and paranatural senses to pull you towards Havok, more so than a full like opening of the eye. But yeah, so are you trained in survival?
I'm not trained in survival, but I got a 20.
Willpower minus 20.
Ugh.
You get 2 failures.
Okay. That's 1. I got a 20 on that one.
Okay. Cool. You're 20% of the way there. We cut back. Maisie and Alan, the spell still hasn't happened. At this point, Maisie is deep into it. It is getting rough to see.
I don't want to cheese, but I will go to other armpit if I can get advantage one more time.
Yeah.
All right. Happy to do the same roll, of course.
Yeah, no, I basically just improv'd a push mechanic for you, but it makes sense for
cool.
your thing. You you push yourself through additional pain, but then you got to make another save or like push yourself into harming yourself. So it's not that.
Love it.
All
right. 40 out of 45.
Not that pushes you to 102.
36 out of 40.
112. This is amazing. As y'all are doing this, the music begins building more in the back of your head until you just hear a whistle of the last 3 notes. And then there's a rumbling. And because both of you were part of casting the spell, immediately both of you get yanked through where the bed was and plop, plop, land in the cave with Havok and the 8 others. You reactivated it and it did everything. Remy, before we cover this, give me another willpower minus 20 for your survival.
How do bones work again? Like, can I flip a number?
You cannot flip with a bone. A bone will let you re-roll, though. We have come up with a few like pinch things to give you advantage. So if we can think of something real fucked up for you to do advantage, I will say you can essentially try a mysticism roll to give yourself advantage. I'll be okay with that. But if you fail it, you're going to open yourself up to something.
That's fair. Well,
so
no.
Willpower mysticism. If you succeed, that last roll you made has advantage.
We did not succeed, y'all.
Do you want to spend a penny on that one? Because consequences are...
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spend a penny on that one.
Are arriving quickly. You begin hearing the Dirtman song in the back of your head as well.
Nope. Hey.
What'd you get?
I got a 79.
What you say?
We're going to spend another bone because I'm not about to go to...
What you say?
Listen, Linda, listen. 58.
58. All right, that should be a success, giving your other one advantage. So what is your survival roll now that it has advantage?
27.
27. You are up to 47 out of 50. You are getting very close because things need to ratchet up. More importantly, because how do you dodge? I was double checking that. Because the tension is getting high. I want to quickly double check a thing because I think you may get another roll, Remy.
You can't have me, dirt man. You can't have me. This soul does not belong to you. I love that this season, like, of games that I have played, I have not played my normal thing, which is combat-oriented characters. And I love that our combat-oriented character is literally 6 feet under in a cave. And the smooth-talking, lover boy, smart guy, mystic guy is the one that's got to fend off against the dirt man. I love this.
64. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's how it happens in good horror. We divide and then we put you against your weaknesses, not your strengths.
I will not be the token black man in this horror film.
Oh, no.
I will not be him. No, that's me joking on it because it's so true.
All right. So, what is your initiative?
How do we calculate initiative?
You should have an initiative score in your character.
I have a 0.
Okay, so you should actually have a 1 because everyone has 1.
Okay.
So, hey, good for you on that part. So roll 1d10.
What does a 6 get me?
So a 6 is your number in the initiative order. That's what that gets you. I need to double check what his initiative is. Oh, it's 3. So I get to roll 3d10 and take the best of the 3.
I'm gonna need you to roll triple ones right
2,
now.
4, and 10.
God damn it.
All right. The thing is there is a shovel coming at you from behind your head. You can, if I succeed on this roll, you can, as a reaction, try and dodge it, but it will count as one of your actions, giving you a -10 on all your actions on your next turn. So, I rolled 00. Do you want to dodge?
What do I have to do? 00, like, do I have to hit another 00?
No.
To dodge
So the thing is I have successfully hit the location. You can choose to spend an action to get out of that location, which is essentially dodging. But it then kicks over multi-action penalties, and you're currently trying to find Havok.
Got you. Cool. I don't want to get hit with a shovel. I am not a tough boy. Not the face.
Yeah, so it is a dex check.
I will be spending my last bone.
All right, this is technically a save, so you just do it.
Cool.
And you dodge. But you go and you're trying to get, and you think you're getting close, like it's starting to read closer and closer. And that's when something in the back of your head, because you've been using your third eye for this, kind of your spidey sense goes off. And you dip as coming out of the woods, a shovel comes swinging at your head. And It looks similar to Mark, but now one eye has a big scar over it. His eyes are that creepy solid purple. He has this large duster jacket and like floppy prospector hat.
He can't help himself. He'd be like, "You're the reason, Mark. My boy,
right.
you ugly."
Now, with that, we are then going to cut over to in the mountain. Alan and Maisie arrive. You do see the light of Havok's cell phone in here, which gives you a nice beacon to head towards. I don't hear. Oh, there we go.
Do I notice them?
Yeah, we'll say you hear them land. Between them gang up and all, you can flick your light over and see them.
You
Can I
definitely
see the tunnel
hear
still
Alan.
open?
Ooh. Roll. What is your initiative? Is your dex or logic 60 or higher?
My dex is 55 and my logic's 50.
Nope. Okay. If they were 60, either of them were 60, you'd have +1. So you have 1 initiative. So you get to roll 1 d10.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this just as a single d10. Okay, I have the number you need to beat.
Yep. I'll just roll the other one because that one went somewhere into the unknown. Hold on. That's a 6.
All right. Well, as I signed while you weren't looking at the camera, I got a 5. So you can react, but you have a split second to react. What is it you're doing? As you see this almost like dirt butthole closing.
Oh, it's closing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sprinting for that and yelling, "Hold the door."
Oh,
Not going into Hodor.
I want to be clear. My intent was to open the portal and hold it open.
Yeah, I know. But at level 2, okay. At level 2 magic, that was just what you were gonna get, and you don't have access to the 3rd tier of magic because your ranks aren't high enough.
I see.
Yeah.
So, understood.
Yeah, it's more just the limits of the rings of magic. But
so I can start shuttling the people out.
I mean, hold the door. How are you going to try and hold the door? It is a hole in the ceiling about 20 feet up.
Oh, okay.
You are Faith, so get creative.
I know. Can I climb the side?
We can say you can almost like parkour off of someone's shoulder to leap up. But
it's gonna be Dexter, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course it is.
I will parkour up there.
Okay, what was that, Maisie?
Try to do one of those like.
Oh, I was gonna ask if Moss is trying to get. It's not Moss. If Havok's trying to get through the portal before it closes, is there something I can do to grant Havok advantage?
Ooh, not so much to give advantage, but you could potentially give a bump.
Okay.
It would have. Yeah, combat would work. So a dexterity combat check could be there to boost
combat. Turns out.
Yeah.
17 out of 60.
Okay, so Havok, you count as having a skill 10% higher.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd probably put that on strength, so I can use strength combat to keep the thing open.
Yeah, we can do strength combat for that.
Cool.
If you crit, you'll easily hold the thing open. If you just succeed, you're going to be up there and be making a choice.
So train combat, would that be just 60 or would that be?
Yeah, it's going to be just 60 unless you have unarmed or like improvise. Oh, yeah, then you get your plus 10.
Unarmed and improvise.
Yeah.
So okay, so then
we're doing unarmed shit. So yeah, you can get your plus 10.
And then that being 10% plus from that, so that
is
would be
80. Yep.
Let's go. 38.
38. All right. It is not a crit. So you're able to get the boost. You're going to be able to boost off of Maisie kind of giving a kip up. If you want, your other leg can still whip around and catch Poindexter in the head, knocking him back over. But you kind of do a spin and you grab as it's going and you get up there right as it's closing. So your arm's in and it's closed around your forearm. It feels like you could, like it hasn't re-solidified because it hasn't stopped. Like it hasn't fully sealed. But you're kind of at a point now where you're hanging up there. Okay. Can you find a way to pull it in? You could. It's kind of a quicksand situation. You could easily go up in.
I want to do like a thing where like I use the fact that my arm is shaped the way it is to like go like that.
All right.
Like this arm's going down and this arm's filling the space, and then I'm gonna like.
I'm going to need a dex survival.
So that's straight dex?
Yep. If you're trained in survival.
Oh, then it's
dex
35.
minus 20.
Never mind. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a 45. That's not gonna make it.
You can spend a bone.
I'll spend a bone. I don't know. It's a hard mark to hit. Oh, that's worse. That's a 97.
All right. You go.
I think it's a 9. Yeah, that's a 9.
Unless you're going to keep burning bones, this happens.
No.
You go and you try to.
Can I burn a bone?
Yeah, you're there and you assisted, so you can spend a bone for Havok to reroll. That's fine.
Roll again. Yeah. You're just getting coated in Maisie's blood. Let it give you power.
69.
I mean, nice.
Nice, but not great.
Yeah, I thought it was a 99 for a second. I was terrified.
I haven't spent any bones, so I'll spend another if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You want to use it?
Honestly, it's a good time for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
6.
All right.
There we go.
A 6. So it's not great, but you're able to get another hand in and you're slowly starting to pry it open. This is when we're going to cut back to Remy. You got ambushed. You know the dirt man's coming up behind you. You're very close to Havok's location. In fact, Alan's location shows up in front of you too. If you have Maisie, Maisie's location shows up too. Do you keep heading forward or do you turn around and face the dirt man?
I ain't about to face the dirt man. I'm gonna do what I did best. I'm gonna run.
All right.
We run here.
Yeah, so give me another survival. If you use will this close to the dirt man, there will also be a save.
Oh. Yeah, we gotta do it, y'all.
All right, you going for it. What is your will, power plus survival?
Fucking 92.
Are you spending a bone?
I spent my last bone dodging.
All right. Oh, hey, a 27. Do you want to dodge? Now that you're aware of it and we're in initiative, since you took an action on your turn, you'll have a minus 10 to trying to dodge.
Yep, we're gonna dodge.
All right. Give me a dex at minus 10.
$18.
All right. He leaps behind. You do have a failure. One of the 2 failures you can make on you. We cut back. But actually, no. You go. It tries to get you, dodge out of the way. The dirt man tumbles. You're close. You're not quite to the spot. Havok is in, starting to pull this holding this strange portal open. And we're going to say keeping that held open is going to make the mountain unstable because they're not meant to be. So you're holding it. Everything starts slightly shaking, including the mountain that Remy and the Dirt Man are currently on top of, as the top of the mountain all starts almost sinking. And that is where we're going to go on break for about 10 minutes. When we get back, we will be having the last half of the last session of the Cursed Curriculum miniseries. But I have a feeling we'll be back with more stuff later this year. But for now, we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
scared. The trees got your hair. As our Father, we let go. As our Father, we let go. Time is limitless. You are endless. Above us, below. Let go. Let go.
Every time I go back, same thing. It's literally like
All right.
frozen in time.
We are live again. We return with the second half of our final session of this Sigil and Shadow arc, the Cursed Curriculum. But I don't think it'll be the last of our Sigil and Shadow game. Where we left, Maisie, Alan, and Havok are in a cave under the mountain. Havok is holding a supernatural tunnel open, but things are beginning to crumble and shake, while above the mountain, Remy is, I'd say toe-to-toe, but more toe-to-heel, quickly running away with the Dirt Man. Remy, give me... Oh, no, yeah. He gets to make his... Oh, no, he made his roll and you successfully dodged. That's right. So, Remy, give me a survival check. You can use willpower with your third eye open, but this close to the Dirt Man... Oh, last time you did that as well. So, actually, I never had you make that save. Give me that willpower save.
There we go, 47.
All right.
We in here.
Now give me a willpower survival check for this turn.
Listen, game. Listen. I'm gonna need you to roll 20, I know. You're trying to help me out. I don't need that kind of help. I don't need that help. I need you to keep rolling low.
Is that
97. Yeah, that's...
And that is your second failure. Being untrained, having 0 ranks, you can only have 2 failures. Getting so close. Remy, you dodge another swing from the Dirt Man. But he begins whistling that tune as he swings the shovel around his wrist in this metallic whirl sound before there's the ping of it striking straight down into the dirt, and where it strikes, a crack runs up behind Remy and Havok. Give me a willpower check. If you are trained in mysticism, you'll get +10. Okay.
Nope. Just larceny in combat over here. I got a 45, which is my willpower exactly.
You get a twinge that like something's coming as there is a rumbling sound coming from this dirt. You are holding and trying to pry it open, and you feel it opening quickly. You can do whatever you want in response to that.
So the hole that I'm holding open feels like it's opening?
It feels like it's reopening, and it sounds like something is coming down the hole in your direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold the I don't... Fuck.
GM, I also had something that I wanted to do to maybe give Havok a little bit of time to think about what they're doing.
Yeah.
So as like Alan, no clipped down here and is immediately retching. But I have a surveillance pack. Do I have any sort of night, dark vision eyewear?
Night vision goggles?
That I can use to like maybe search for anything down here that might answer why people were being brought down here specifically.
Ooh, yes. Give me an investigation check with logic. Now, while we discussed that in this immediate reaction, Havok, what is it you want to do?
That was not a great face, Alan.
You muted, Moss.
You're muted, Moss.
I hit the wrong button. So is it possible for me to stay holding on to this opening hole, grab whoever's falling down with my legs, and catapult it back up?
On a critical success, yes.
I'm also bringing a shovel.
The shovel could hold a thing open, maybe.
All right.
Sure. A critical success is what?
So this will be a
Combat?
dex save.
Okay. I guess.
I have a pitch if this goes badly.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Success.
So
Not
this is
critical.
going to be enough that Havok, or not Havok, Alan, what was the role you got investigating while this is going on?
99.
Oh, no.
And I spent a bone. It's 89 now.
That's not a crit failure. There's a big difference.
I'm out of bones, y'all.
Well, what that means...
I can send you a bone.
Havok, you have to let go with one hand as Remy falls past you and lands on top of Alan, who was actively walking under you but didn't notice due to the poor peripheral vision from the night vision goggles. As Remy falls with the shovel, careens into Alan. Remy, you take 4 damage. Alan, you take 6 damage because that shovel's gonna make things rougher.
All right, I have a pitch.
What is the pitch?
So I don't have the tier magic to keep this portal open the way I wanted to. But now that I'm on the other end of it, there's an early stage of magic called shape/mend.
Yes.
Could, in the sense that I've made this portal, could I mend the portal?
You could, but just as with your other spell, it will be a ritual, so we do not know how long it will take for you to succeed.
Okay, I can't do fast. Well, is there? I think is
channeling is the fast magic. You cannot do that as long as you are a human. If you become shadowed and like sell part of your soul and you're no longer human, one of the things you can pick up is channeling, which is sorcery, which is instant magic.
That was going to be the second question. Was is there some way I can access a version of channeling? But no, there is not. Great.
Yes and no. Right now, no. In gameplay, you go. You're already a divine like communicator, so it's actually pretty easy for you to get caught up in that. You'll just end up kind of like a warlock type situation, more likely than anything.
All right. So new plan. Havok still has arms. We're having this ridiculous thing saying Havok has arms in hole.
Just elbow deep. Like a Muppet.
Right. Never mind. That's also a dumb question. I was going to ask if I could do it if it's a lower level magic, if I could do it faster. I cannot. Okay. Well, I'm actually not that soft. I'm kind of dumb with logic. Can I physically assist Havok keeping this portal open?
So as this is happening, Remy, you did land. You took some damage, but you are holding this shovel.
I'm gonna. Do I see Havok?
I'll say yeah, because
Also,
Havok,
what the
you
hell
had
is
your
that on?
phone with the light, so you're just kind of a fucking disco ball up there right now.
Also, what happened? What happened to? I'm going real quick back about this. What happened to John? Where was John?
I'm gonna actually have to roll on for what happened to John.
Oh, the cat lady's gonna be so mad that I killed John.
Okay. You are gonna realize, again, John was chasing behind you. Also, you're assuming John's as fast as you. Eventually, deep in, you got cut off. So you probably got cut off after you'd already lost John. But you don't know. You don't know what's happened to Professor Arbuckle.
And then I'm going. I'm like, I hope that's you, Havok, and I'm gonna throw the shovel up.
Do you want to try and catch it, Havok?
Well, I mean, I've already got one arm free. I guess I'll try to, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a combat. You are multi-actioning because of the save you had to make, so it's at a -10 dexterity combat.
Okay, so I gotta get under 40. That is a 17.
Hey, you catch it.
Okay, so can I, using my arm that's stuck in the hole, dig
Yep.
a secondary hole to the left of it with one arm? It just...
I will say when you go to swing the shovel up in, it hits and the dome itself ripples like jello as the shovel goes in, and it feels like solid, almost as if you dug straight down when you swing up at it.
I have a dumb idea.
Speak your dumb idea.
I'm gonna slip back into my mysticism, and I want to see if I can point in this, because at this point he's like, we are in the land of make believe, without the cool castle and Charlie rolling around.
All right.
Why is this mountain made out of cornstarch?
You're gonna slip into your mysticism. Give me a check.
Can I realize mysticism and arcana are probably not good friends, but could I? Oh, never mind. I already rolled.
Yep,
I was
sorry,
gonna say
57.
it is mysticism is not like arcana where it's extended tasks, so you wouldn't likely be rolling to help anyways in most things. It's also based on mental ability, so there's very little others can do. Unless you have like Pharma Magica, which very easily could.
Got it.
But what was it you said, Remy? 57. All right. Your eyes click on, because I do believe that is enough for you, correct?
Yes.
All right. As your eyes click on, give me a will save.
Of course it is. $19. Thank you.
All right. Havok, give me a willpower save.
Cool. 39.
All right. Havok, you feel this pull. Remy, when you do it, you feel there's an energy here that tries to pull you into it. But no. Havok, there's something you feel tied to something here, but you're already fighting. You're too distracted. It doesn't. However, the other 8 students start whistling in perfect unison to put a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man.
Okay, what if I sing a different song? And using Defender, will that cancel out their thing? I would like to sing Pink Pony Club.
As you're hanging with a light.
Yeah.
Give me a mysticism check.
Can I
don't have that.
assist?
You can. Again, this is not an extended task, so your assist would mean you can spend bones for Havok.
Oh, I'm out of bones. I'm sorry.
I know you are.
It's cool. I got 3. What is the mysticism roll? Untrained.
Willpower.
No, god damn it. So 25.
25% chance.
Let's go. Spending a bone because that was a 74.
All right.
What the? That's a 74.
It is a no
We spend one more bone.
You were destined.
Okay,
74.
28. Damn it.
You're like, yeah, not good enough. So you do it with conviction, like 28% of the way there, but you can't. You're doing it, but
Great rendition of Pink Pony Club, but it doesn't do the magic.
But yeah, there's almost a back and forth music battle happening for a moment.
Can I start swinging on brothers?
Can you do what?
Can I start swinging on people?
Yeah,
I have my third eye open.
yeah.
And knowing like, oh, this is power.
This is
Like,
combat. That'd be combat unarmed.
Okay, cool. I'm with the intention just to knock him out.
Yep, strength.
Oh. Yeah, I got a second 00.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so when you crit
them all.
on a hit, you have options. I have to quickly pull it up.
God damn.
Where were you at, 00s, when I was fighting Batman?
You couldn't find me when I needed you, 00s. Now you're here.
I just wanted to be a playwright. I just wanted to sing and dance and play and do card.
I just wanted to read the old things, the sonnets, the Robert Frosts, the Wordsworth of the world.
I was just trying to turn Mark into Chapel Roan.
I feel bad because I haven't helped Alan. Just landed on the poor boy.
I mean, to be fair, I drug Alan into a bloody liminal space, so you know you ain't doing worse than I have.
And I'm just here trying to figure out what this bloody
Alan's going
space
through it.
is.
So
Alan kind of experienced a metaphysical period.
Poor Alan.
May I recommend?
What's
Alan
up?
is just viscerally brought back to the visceral femininity of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And I would very much like to keep looking around for, any clue here, if that is still possible,
Yes.
considering my roommate just landed on me and my night vision goggles.
Yeah, no, the goggles are probably not in the best condition, but we do have some light going on as well. We can also say you have a flashlight very easily. So you can give me another investigation. Remy.
Yeah.
Because of how hard you hit with the crit, you have a couple options. You would be rolling 1d10 for your damage. Do you want to roll 2d10 or take 10 damage automatically?
Now, why would I want to? Oh, you mean like so to get damage rolls or
Yeah. So when I crit, I'll either give you max damage for what you could roll, or you get to double your dice and leave it to chance.
I mean, he's a gambit, so we're going to double the dice.
2d10. I mean, this is hitting like a pistol. So
damn it. I got 8.
hey, that's still enough for a normal person. Like these are extras. These are non-voiced actors just in the show filling crowds. That's enough to just crack and they're down. If you broke like 5 damage, they're out.
Cool. Go ahead, Alan.
All right.
Does that weaken the thing a little bit?
I'll
Do I
have it
notice
make
that?
essentially a concentration check. Let me check its stats. Ooh, holy shit! This thing's willpower's high. Oh, and I crit. Okay. Now the dirt itself is beginning to rumble to the tune of the Dirt Man. Alan, what is it that you're hoping to do with your roll?
I would like to try and find, like, if there's anything here, any of the kind of writing that my friends have been doing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Any clue that would point to what is particular about this place.
Give me an investigation check.
68.
All right. What is the number you were trying to roll under?
60.
Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Okay. You're looking around. You're actually standing on the thing I was going to describe, but you don't know what that is yet because you haven't noticed it. All right. As this is going, there is a rumbling sound, you know, the dirt going with this. Havok, you are trying Pink Pony Club at the top.
Mm-hmm.
But then as it kind of goes, leave a little dirt under the pill for your dirt man in the there is then the sound of shh, and everyone goes silent as from the far side of the cave in walks the dirt man.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, great. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, you ready for round 2? Oh, I'm gonna make a name for myself. No, I got my ass thoroughly handed.
Okay, now I need to be out of the mountain.
Yeah. So, does anyone want to say anything? Because this isn't like, oh, the big bad's happened. Fight. Initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to say anything beyond, oh, hi, Mark? You can.
Maisie will. She's going to stand there, observe the dirt man, and be like, a false prophet. My family know how to deal with those. And then pull out her gun and point it at the dirt man.
Also, what's the over under that the broom came with me to?
It can have. That's fine. We'll have it have like, yeah, Evil Dead strapped to your back, but
I'm gonna pull the broom out because the broom has mysticism powers. It helped protect us in the room. So I'm like,
true.
maybe
And how do you handle dirt
Send him to jail.
but with a broom?
we're about to get
Sweep that shit.
Miami Heat over here. We're gonna get a three-peat sweep.
Yeah.
I'll be real though. A sweep is not a great analogy because a sweep means you beat them 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's what we want to go for.
I mean,
All right. Give me a mysticism check, actually, when you pull that broom out.
I really need this game to stop giving me high numbers.
You want to roll high? Yes, it is good. Yes.
Bone.
Oh yeah, you can spend a bone. Here, you're all in the room together.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna test something real quick because I just noticed my captions. There we go. Never mind. They are working now.
8. I got an 8. Thank you.
All right. So you pull this broom out, almost like unsheathing a sword, and it comes out bristles first, and the bristles themselves rattle, being only loosely bound, but as they rattle, it echoes in the cave, and there's this faint glow to the end of the broom. But also, Alan, you'll be the first to know, no matter how much the dice fuck you. Since you're standing on top of the sigil that begins to glow, you'll be the first to notice it, as this about 3 foot wide symbol in the dirt of this cave begins to glow this same very faint blue, almost the kind of blue of when you rub your eyes too hard and open and close them, you get the floaters that are, it's a color that doesn't really exist. Okay. All right. Oh, I think we're back. Oh.
There he is.
Hey.
Welcome back.
My internet completely died, so I have to see how the stream is and make sure it's okay.
We are on.
We are? Okay.
Yeah.
We are on. Yeah, I can
Cool.
see us.
Okay.
We came
good.
back shortly before you popped back up on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, initiative. Yay.
Jen?
You all should have an initiative score. Is at least 1. If your dex or your logic is 60 or higher, you'll get +1 for each of those. Now, initiative is how many d10s you roll. You then take the highest of those d10s. Other than that, it's like d20 initiative. You just roll for the highest.
I assume the Roll20 sheet already did it for me because I got a 10.
Gotcha.
And I say I assume it already did it for me because I assume 10 is the best.
Yes.
Great.
I got another 6.
7.
All right.
I got a 7.
All right. What'd you get, Alan?
I think
7.
so we're back, but I think our subtitles are fucked now.
Oh, yay. Okay. One sec, real quickly. See about that getting fixed. Refresh that. I don't know why. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Some of my tabs decide to double up and it apparently fucks stuff up. Okay, I've rebooted everything on the subtitles. That's everything I can do on my end to try and fix them.
If it's fucked, then it's fucked.
Yeah.
I was letting you know. Gremlins be happening. That's how streaming works.
So
If you watch
Havok
streams,
is
if you're not used to Gremlins, who the fuck are you watching? Critical Role?
7.
Get out of here.
Remy was 6. Alan, did you say 8?
7.
7. Oh, okay. And we got a 10. All right.
That was me.
No, also me.
Oh.
But
Well, fine.
I let heroes go first on ties. So
I'm a hero?
Maisie, saying
Finally,
that,
once in my life.
there's not anything you've seen happen yet beyond the fact that he is there, but He is dragging his own large shovel behind him.
Well, Maisie knows how her family deals with people who have crossed them. You put them back in the dirt where they belong. She's going to open fire with her pistol.
All right. So you give me a dex-based combat check.
Okay. I am level 1 trained in personal firearms, so plus 10 then?
Yep, so dex plus 10. And it means you do plus 1 damage as well.
I don't know why it keeps doing this. But anyways, 23 out of 60.
All right. So he's not going to try and dodge bullets. You hit, that is 2d10 plus 1.
Let's go.
I do have to check what his armor is.
A 10 total.
All right. It hits into the duster, which absorbs a little bit of the damage, but not much. Plugging into him, but it does not slow him down as this large, toothy grin comes across his face. His teeth now like yellow and black and pitted. He says, "Some of you didn't pay your toll."
I've already paid my toll to the Lord, you heathen.
And with that, he is going to make a willpower check opposed to Maisie. So what this means is if I succeed, you also have to roll to succeed, and whoever gets the highest total between the two of us, so highest you can get also is the winner. So like I have a 95 I'm rolling under, but I only rolled a 28. So if you succeed and get above a 28, you win.
Okay. No pressure.
No pressure.
Willpower?
Willpower.
Great. Let's go. 49 out of 55. Fuck you, Dirt Man.
All right. He goes.
My face is strong. It's so strong.
And he, like, again, the teeth widen. And now the smile goes further back, almost as if a snake unhinging his jaws, going back to, like, the edges of his eyes. And as he goes, the mouth continues with even more teeth. "Oh, it appears you have paid your dues." And that is his action for the turn, which means Alan and Havok, you are tied. You're technically acting at the exact same time. So you can decide who rolls first, but it also means you can team up and do something coordinated.
So
I have an idea.
okay, but just to recap, I'm on top of the glowy symbol, and you're still arms up in the sphincter.
One arm.
I have one arm in the
but
sphincter.
yes.
One arm in the sphincter. Okay.
Yeah. Potentially, I could pull myself free from the sphincter, and use you to propel closer to the Dirt Man and like land with a punch.
I've already had one of us land on me. I'm not sure if I can do it again. That last one hurt.
I can also use Dexter, whoever's near.
No, use Maisie. She's in for the pain anyway. You already
You know
that.
what? That's a good point. I want to do that.
So what are you doing, Havok?
Pulling my arm free, landing on Maisie, propelling from Maisie towards the Dirt Man with a punch.
Okay, so I am going to need a strength save from you, followed by a combat check that is going to be at -10 for multi-actioning. However, that only happens if Maisie also succeeds on a strength save when you land on them.
Okay.
So
Okay,
first, I need
I
your
should roll
strength
this
save,
Okay, got it.
Havok.
Oh, heard.
Yeah, first Havok's.
Okay. Ooh, I'm out of bones. That was an 81, so
Oh God.
I'm stuck in this.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, we are conjoined in this one action.
Yep.
I have bones left. I've spent none for myself. I will spend one for Havok.
I believe there is a perk that makes you very good at giving other people bones, by the way, in the game.
Well, that was 67, so it was a little.
You're cut off.
Wait, is my strength still plus 10 from earlier?
What was giving it plus 10?
Something Maisie did.
Oh, no, that was just from the boost up to get you up. So, no.
Okay. Then yeah, that didn't make it either.
All right. So you're just, and you're kind of flailing, trying to get your arm out. But that's all that happens with you. Alan, what are you doing? You're also standing on the sigil, if you want to try and decipher it.
Yeah, now that it is brought to my attention, I do want to see if I can use like my eye for detail to figure out like what's going on here.
I'll let eye for detail also let you almost like pull back and see the macro picture. You get to make a logic arcana check.
With eye for detail, does that give me advantage?
I think it does.
Okay. 58 out of 60.
Right. Oh, then yes, you pull back and you realize you're standing on a sigil, looking around. This is a summoning chamber, not for all of you, but the glyph you're standing on is a binding glyph of summoning. This is where the Dirt Man was made into the Dirt Man. Now, if you take any other actions this round, you will be multi-actioning.
Which means?
Minus 10 for your first action, minus 20 for your second. Well, 0 for your first, 10 for your second, 20 for your third, 30 for your fourth, etc.
What is the construction of the sigil? Is it dirt? Is it stone? Is it?
It is grooves in the dirt. Like dug out. It does look like something that could be damaged with like a shovel. For sure.
Or a broom.
Yeah. A magically charged broom. But yeah, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I will just yell out, I need the broom.
All right. Remy, it is your turn.
I mean, I'm right next to Alan, right?
Mm-hmm. You were on top of me a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
You're not going to take that out of context.
No,
it was totally where like someone's taint landed on the other person's face. Like,
yeah. Oh, and you like get over like, here you go. So you tell me you need to broom. I'm like, okay, and then, fuck. You know what? I'm feeling frisky. I'm gonna charge the Dirt Man.
All right.
I have no clue.
You charge him. We can do that.
I'm gonna throw a punch.
All right, yeah. So you move in on him. You can make a combat check.
$16.
16 is going to hit. Yeah, he's not gonna care about like dodging this hit. He is much more durable than you humans. So yeah, just roll your d10 damage.
I hit him with 4 points of damage.
All right, and his duster reduces all his damage by 2, so it's 2 points of damage. Hey, you guys are up to 10 damage. You basically run up to him and just like boom onto the chest, and it It hits like packed dirt.
Oof.
Oh, I'm like, you know what? You're not real.
All right.
You're an imaginary being. Nobody believes in you. You're a
I
man.
mean, do you want to make a social check at -10?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
All right, then I'm going to say also give me a willpower save first to see if you get additional penalties for being afraid.
57. Thank God.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just a social at -10 for multi-action.
Cool. Because Monster Hunter, could I use Monster Hunter?
What does Monster Hunter give you?
Monster Hunter was like my level, well, my level 1
you
is.
know what? Yes. Being being in the social circle of a Monster Hunter means you're not just like, I'm gonna get you. You go Dean Winchester. You know the one-liners to say that aren't from John Arbuckle. So enjoy those. But yeah, give me a social roll.
Oh, nice. 30.
30. All right. This is going to be opposed. All right. I rolled a 91, which means you win because I failed.
Oh, okay.
So you will get that. Let's see what condition. Do you want, yeah, we're going to say you have actually demoralized the creature, which means it takes -10 to all willpower based checks.
Let's
We
go.
got the divorce.
I'm going to basically vicious mockery this dude out of existence. Let's go.
All right. So it is now Maisie's turn. Otherwise, it'll be the monster's turn as it's going at the same time. All right, Maisie, what do you want to do?
Okay. I need myself. Okay. So, I can't do a full magic thing, but can I make a weird argument for shooting again with some magical help? Because I'm bleeding all over the place. Like, what if I drop my gun down and let my magic blood flow into the gun before I shoot again?
Yeah, I'll let you essentially do an Arcana check at -10 for that, and if you roll well, it might give a bonus, and then the shooting will be at a -10 multi-action penalty.
I will spend a bone to ignore the multi-action penalty because I have an unnatural birth.
Nice.
So I will ask then, is the -10 against the 10 I already have because I'm a level 1 in personal firearms?
Oh, no. So first you're going to need to make that willpower check at -10.
Right.
And
I
then
see. Willpower check at
combat
-10.
check.
Okay.
And then
Got it.
and then you would have a multi-action on combat, but we'll get into that
Got it.
in a second.
All right. So 37 out of 55 for the willpower check.
All right. So here's the thing. This is the final session of a story arc and all. So I'm going to essentially have finale rules where sometimes cool ideas are going to give you a thing that's going to be rad, but like, let's be honest, it won't happen every episode kind of thing. You are bleeding out heavily. You are tapping into your heritage, which is vampiric. And essentially you go into a blood frenzy kind of mode of survival, and all of a sudden Maisie's eyes open and they're completely red. Every blood vessel has ruptured in them. The eyes themselves, the color is this pale, almost silvery blue in the red. There is no glint in the iris. And now you are in survival. When it comes to combat right now, you're going to have advantage on your rolls. However, You are going to also need to make a willpower check at the end of every round because you're getting
Not chomp
hungry.
down. Yeah, not chomp down. Cool. Got it. I'm on board. I'm so fucking on. I am so here for this. Let's fucking go. All right. So, am I still taking the -10 to the firearm?
It would be multi-action, but you said you get to ignore -10 for
I do,
multi-action,
because
so you're
I
good
spent the
on that.
bonus. Yeah,
Firearms
that
gives
is
you
my supernatural.
+10, so it will be
Okay.
your dex +10.
Perfect. Love to hear that. Uh, 46 out of 70.
Yeah, you fire, boom, hits. You get to roll 2d10 +1.
40? I'm sorry. Did you say 40, 10 plus 1?
2d10 +1.
Oh, God. Okay. I completely misheard that. Great.
Yeah.
That's why I had to double check. My brain heard something radically different. 8 total.
8. All right. That drops down to 6, but that's still 16 damage. It hits. It plugs into him. We'll actually say it even hits the face. You see the bullet hit, but then almost in like a clay face way, his cheek ripples the same way Havok saw the dome's dirt ripple, and it reforms and closes the bullet hole. He's whistling, and there is someone else who did not pay the dirt tax. That's a problem. So he's going to look up at Havok. And as he kind of mumbles in this gravelly, oily voice, is the only way to describe it. Leave a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man. I need you. Well, I'll check. There's a chance I fail on this willpower check. He only has a 95.
I would like to argue with the dirt man that the line of the song says men have to do that, and I do not fit in your binary.
Oh, I'm sorry. This dirt man does not
Let's
recognize
fucking
gender. So
Also, he's at 85,
respect to the
right?
dirt man. Wait,
Also-
hold on. Does he not respect or recognize? What's the difference?
recognize.
Okay.
Because if
Also-
anything, the dirt man
Dirt
does
man's
respect.
an ally. Maybe we shouldn't
Yeah.
kill him. Maybe we should
If
bring him onto the
anything, the dirt man definitely respects gender because Havok specifically did the ritual and didn't use it, and it worked. Havok
He's at
may have
85, right?
invoked the dirt man as bait on purpose last week.
Yeah.
All right, I need a willpower save from you.
Just curious, what did he roll?
39.
I wouldn't have mattered. I was going to say he's at 85 because I knocked 10% off of
That's a
that.
fun fact. That's a magical number.
So I rolled an 89.
What is your willpower?
45.
So no.
I do. Okay, all right. I have a question. This might be a bullshit flex. I'm pretty sure that since Havok was holding the hole open, my blood is all over Havok. Can I spend a bone to let Havok have a reroll?
Yeah. I mean, you're just also in the scene with Havok, so.
My last bone. My last
Your
bone.
last
For the
bone.
record.
24.
Oh, good. Because it looks, and for a moment, it seems odd. You catch yourself muttering the tune of the dirt man, but your mouth is also drying out, feeling like it's getting filled with dirt. And then you glance over, and glancing back up at you from the ground, covered in blood, is Maisie, and you're able to push it past, and you're still good. In fact, it is Alan and Havok's turn now.
I would like to be out of the dirt hole.
Yeah, give me a
and
strength check.
Maybe land boot first in the dirt man if he's come closer.
If you crit, you'll get to land on the dirt man.
Cool. 7.
No, but you do. You got 7% of the way there, so you're able to pull yourself out, and you kind of flip and you land, but it's not a superhero landing. It's more of a kind of just caught yourself.
I feel that in my knees.
Yeah, very much so. Alan, you have the broom. What do you want to do?
So Alan has the broom.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, the Dirt Man. This is a tulpa, a 2-pack,
Yes.
a thought form.
Yes.
A being of cognition and memory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing on the thing that it came from, where it's bound.
Yes, it seems to be bound to this sigil.
Its memory address.
Oh no.
Yes.
And I know that it is not going to be enough to mark it for deletion. I need this. I need this entire memory address zeroed out.
Yeah.
Either that, or I need to
Delete those DNS entries.
Either that, or I like need to like take a needle to the hard drive or something to just make sure that this area of data is not usable. That is the intent that I'm putting into the broom as I sweep the sigil away.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, give me a willpower arcana check.
Can it be logic, please?
Yes.
Given it's arcana and I'm bleeding all over the ground, can I please assist?
This isn't a spell going on. This is activating an item because he said while using the broom. So we're good here.
I'm not exasperated, but my rule is you closed mouths don't get fed. You never know unless you ask.
It's fine.
Okay. 48. That would be below willpower or logic.
Ooh, that is good. You go and you begin sweeping, and you sweep the broom just in a like YA protagonist energy. Just single big sweep across the ground, and it erases right through the line of the sigil, and the Dirt Man flickers, and all of the whistling that goes, one of the notes kind of goes off note or off key.
And that's what I will continue to be doing. I hope it helps.
He seems dazed, being caught off guard by that. Oh, you all don't know, but that has helped tremendously, and keep doing it because, like Moss can tell you what happens if you go one-on-one against a big bad. They have a lot more health than you and very scary abilities.
I legit forgot about the glyph on the ground.
Yeah.
So I will be refocusing next.
But with that, you've gone out. You're done. That means Remy, you're up.
I will snap my fingers and be like, look there, Dirt Man. Look there, Marky Mark, and the Funky Boys. Listen, you see that right there? That means you nothing. You absolutely nothing. You are just a thought projected by your old man to try to keep him around. The best thing that you can do, my friend, is just dissipate, not give that energy. If you have any good left in your soul, social with
yes, and this is a direct attack again. He is a thought form. This is actually good things, breaking him apart with logic.
7.
So you succeed, but he gets a resist on this, and he rolls a 54.
Damn it.
So you're doing it, and it does hit, but he kind of shifts and smiles. And since you failed on this, what is an insecurity that Remy has that the Dirt Man's about to dig up?
Oh no.
Oh, he's not as good as his brother.
So he
His brother's being trained by his grandmama.
Yeah. So
The head
as
priest.
you say that to him and things flicker, and he goes, and the eyes go from that glowing purple to now like the glow dies and this yellowish, brownish gray decay of the eye with these purple irises are looking at you, crackling with arcane energy. And he just says, that might have hurt if your brother said it. He always had a way with words, didn't he?
How do I resist that, or is there a
No,
resistance?
that is his response to it. Yeah, you get a willpower check. He essentially kicks off a fear response. Oh, I guess I forgot. He is actually, what was the roll you made? Because I forgot. You gave him demoralized and he is dazed. So this 54 was a 34. Oh, no, you rolled 7.
I rolled 7, but
I thought it was 37 for a second. I'm like, wait.
I critically succeeded on that.
Ooh. What
On
is
that
your
check.
retort to it? And I will count it as
Get
a hit.
him! Fucking get him!
Give him
Oh,
something witty and cutting.
Oh man, on the spot.
Get him!
I was like, yeah, my brother might be better than me, but at least I'm actually corporeal and I actually had a wife, and I will have kids and I will do this and do that. When we're done with you, you will be nothing.
The protagonist music is swelling as your character arc reaches completion in the TV movie.
Yeah. Let's fucking go.
All right, that is another hit, and it does it. The people around you are also hearing this, and it's starting to sink in where some of them are starting to like whistle less, and more of the notes are getting thrown off or not even done at this point, almost forgotten, like mumbled out now. Back to the top, Maisie, you can act before the Dirt Man does.
All right, so given that I've seen the interaction with the sigil on the ground, I would like to use my profusive bleeding to seize control of this sigil. My own blood filling, like holding my arms out.
Yeah, give me an Arcana with willpower at minus 20. So this is going to be minus 10.
Okay.
This check with its penalties will also count as the resistance roll you make for the thing on the other side.
Oh dear. This might go bad, y'all. It did go bad. That is a critical failure.
You go to seep in. You try to control the blood. What is the critical failure? What is the number?
55.
Oh, and yeah, it's 2. 79, which is below it. You go, and the blood pours out, and it actually begins rolling along the glyph, pulling you out as well. You are dazed from the blood loss. This is going to give you a minus 10 to all actions until handled.
Noted.
But the glyph itself begins pouring out. Maisie's almost faint from it, because as you were laying the blood out is one thing, but it almost feels as if it is pulling it out of you now. Almost as if it has hooks in you, just dragging the blood out of you.
Just a real quick check-in with our fellow players. No one has bones left.
No, and it's the big confrontation this week, so people aren't like unearthing mysteries or hiding mysteries right now. It's just running and then fighting, so bones aren't regenerating either.
Yep.
But that ends your turn. However, it is now the Dirt Man's turn. And yes,
well, that happened.
Maisie, since you're so interested in this sigil,
make me the villain. do it. I'm not scared.
I am going to need a strength save from you as the dirt man leans, like kind of takes a step down, putting a hand down to the ground and puts just one finger in part of the bloody sigil, and it starts like rippling to mud up towards your open wounds. What is your strength save?
I am full failing rolls now. This is the swan song of Maisie, I think. 70 out of 50.
Oof. So it goes
Hey,
and
Bobby.
what's up?
So the hunter's drive is victory. Have I gotten any bones back from successfully undermining a paranormal entity?
Honestly, for holding the hunter is very broad. For holding the portal in, I'll give you a bone.
Okay.
For holding
Daisy,
the portal
what a bone.
open.
I would love one. Also, I have a follow-up question. One of my my good descriptor is high pain tolerance.
Yes, I'll give you plus 10 right now for that. It won't be advantage, it's plus 10.
Plus 10, I will fucking take it. And reroll. God damn, thank God. I'll just take the 30 that I rolled naturally.
So you have to roll higher than what I rolled as well, because it's opposed.
Oh, well, I rolled a 30, and that's the highest I can get.
Yeah, I only rolled a 19. So you're going, the blood flowing out to you.
Havok, oh my lord.
Pulling it to you. You look over. Havok has now landed next to you. Your eyes lock. That blood turning to this mud heading up to your arm, and you're able to pull your arm away, breaking the flow of blood so it doesn't go up your arm just in time. But because with that, you also do not take damage. And more importantly, the dirt man doesn't heal by getting a little bit more real. But with the end of that breaking, it is now looking at Maisie, knowing that you have power in your blood, you have magic in your blood, and it is starting to lose its grip on reality. It needs that power for itself. But it is now Alan and Havok's turn. Alan, you do have that broom. I'm going to cut to you first.
Yeah, I am still trying to take a hammer to this memory address. And specifically, I do not like that where I am in the middle of removing all of this, people are still using the other parts of this that I haven't gotten to yet. So I want to go over there and cut that shit out right now.
All right. Yeah, give me a willpower arcane check. This one will have to be willpower.
Do you get advantage?
Is there something that would give you advantage? Or something that would give you plus 10? Actually, you know what? Here, give me a quick investigation check. If you succeed, I'll let eye for detail kick in and give you advantage for seeing exactly where to get before it turns to this mud that can't be swept away.
32.
All right. So you now have advantage on that roll you made. What is it?
So that would take me from a 64, where I needed a 55, to a 46.
All right. You're quickly looking around because you sweep another spot, but it's part of the glyph that turned into that mud from the blood magic gone wrong, and it doesn't sweep away. You're quickly glancing around and you see part of the sigil that the blood hasn't turned to mud yet. And you go over to it and you sweep and you break that part of the sigil. And that is the third piece needed that destabilizes you go. And with that, the sigil itself kind of cracks and crumbles, and the dirt man turns to a pile of dirt and dissolves. And the cave begins groaning under the shifts of what has happened. We are no longer in initiative, but you are all in the cave. The dirt man leaves only the duster and hat. Everything else turns to dirt as he dissolves to nothingness.
Since we have the same initiative, can I say I comically threw a condom of holy water a little too late?
Yes. Yes, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. It's just like it collapses and the holy water goes onto the clothes.
I will be taking that duster and hat.
All right. Now it's about getting out of there. But here is the other beautiful thing. Everyone give me an investigation check. Standard investigation is logic.
Diddy.
2.
There is a 2. There's a faint sound of the 50. You'll much better hear it. The sound of there's this rumbling's happening again. There's even more rumbling going on. It probably goes on for like 5-10 minutes. Is there anything you all want to do as you hear this? It's like a scraping and a grinding.
Like
Like
what
maybe
kind
somebody's
of-
trying to dig us out? Or is it the walls closing in?
Either of you can give me an education check to try and decipher what the sound is.
I got a 46.
In investigation or education?
The investigation.
All right, so you also hear it. So you can give me an education to see if you can, since people are wanting to
16.
discern it. Yeah. It sounds
21.
It sounds like a somewhat distant sound of digging equipment. Like excavation
y'all-
equipment.
Because as he puts, he like, oh look, we're going down. The cave is collapsing. Because I got an 84. I'm thinking it's an earthquake. That it's falling. This is it. This is how I
Amazing.
die.
No, it's at the excavator.
If this is how we die, it's God's will.
Don't give me that. Share. Don't give me that. Don't.
Do you doubt? Do you doubt the
But,
power of the
How
divine?
easy is
I
like
doubt
start
the-
slowing down
I
your
doubt the
breath right
power
now,
of
we can probably
exsanguination.
survive this.
After a moment, or not a moment, after a few minutes, one of the sides says break, and there is essentially like a bobcat with floodlights on digging into the side.
Does the
I
bobcat
picture
have bobcat
Garfield
ears?
with headlights.
No.
Does the driver of the bobcat have bobcat ears?
No, the driver of the bobcat does not have bobcat ears.
Not even
However-
furry or trans. Disappointing.
However, that is because it is Reverend Jonathan Michaels being followed quickly behind by Professor John Arbuckle.
I go and hug John.
Or not John.
Not John.
No, it is John, isn't it? Damn it. It is.
You
They're
made 'em
both
all
John.
John.
I'm like, did
They're
John
both John.
fucking die?
Well, one of them had to be John. Okay? And they're also spelled
One of them's
differently.
always John.
Reverend John
Yes.
spells his Jon. It literally has that in his bio.
It would have been. It would have been better flexes like JONN.
Oh yeah. But
I absolutely.
Professor Arbuckle kind of comes up from behind as well. And he's just like, I found help.
I
and-
cannot wait to do your class as I hug him.
Yeah. Reverend Michael is, very like, don't worry, very much thinking he saved the day. That night, there will be not long after like emergency services and stuff coming to check. What people are talking about is some kind of weird thing that happened. They're not sure how everybody got there. The stories are very confusing, but students ended up lost in some of the old tunnels up in the mountains, and there must have been a cave-in. However, you for Reverend Michaels is going to kind of like give you a nod. And Clara Hawthorne, your RA, also the daughter to University President Dr. Hawthorne, kind of after you've been like taken care of, you probably have the fucking thermal blankets and shit on you, comes up and is just, the president would like to see you in her office
I
tomorrow.
have a quick question.
Yeah.
What faith is the Reverend a part of?
You have not asked. He very clearly has a cross around his neck.
All right. Well, so the trappings of faith are obvious, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm asking of someone who is deeply entwined to the Irish Catholic faith. Is this an Irish
Gotcha.
Catholic priest?
Gotcha. No, he is not
Cool.
Irish.
She's respectful and is like, nah, cool.
Yeah, he
Thanks,
gives very non-denominational vibes.
Cool. Got it. Yeah, Maisie's a little disrespectful to the Reverend then.
If he owns the Bobcat, it definitely has a coexist bumper sticker on it.
I love that.
Ew. I mean,
love that.
yeah, sorry. Ew is from Maisie's perspective, not from Aaron's perspective. Let's be clear. I'm playing a trash person. I am not trash. I am clear as hell.
But yeah,
to everyone.
you
I am
all
so clear.
will be looked at. Everyone will. Well, immediately everyone heals 5 hit points. Just when combat ends.
Hey, I'm back.
And then I'll
Yeah,
roll
single thing.
for the medical professionals. Oh wow, okay, up to 10 additional hit points. So people should be topped off.
Okay. I was gonna ask, did I lose anything because of the massive amount of blood loss?
It wouldn't have been more than 15 hit points. You mostly had conditions from yours.
I kind of assumed, but I just wanted to ask.
Yep. But yeah, you guys are looked at. You'll notice again, no cops. Campus security shows up and kind of takes your questions. And there is a park ranger who shows up.
No, you aren't wrong. They're still part of the system, so they are pork rangers. Sorry.
Yeah. In fact, the ranger is part-time. So we can drop an image of him. Won't matter too much right now, but hey, who knows when we come back into more sessions. This is a good
fast forward to oh, go ahead.
Oh, what's up? Oh, I was just gonna say there's the park ranger. Other than that, we can fast forward to the next morning. Unless anybody wants to do anything.
That duster and hat got mailed back to his grandma with a note
okay.
saying, investigate and lock up.
All right. Anyone doing anything? Anyone not showing up at the president's office tomorrow? We'll probably say it was like 8 a.m.
I'm definitely drunk, but I'm there.
We're showing up.
Yeah, we'll be there.
All right.
I will also be there.
So the president will be there. You'll be let in. It's kind of this, quiet, she's not even facing you in the chair at first talking kind of scenario. But she'll somewhat dryly say, it seems you lot have found yourself in several strange predicaments back to back these last few days.
I mean, I just got here.
Yes, you're
Was it
freshman.
several, or was it
correct?
one long one?
I go with the Lord wills I go. Always.
Well, I had some plans on how to handle this, but
You had plans. I'm sorry. You had plans how to handle a bunch of people disappearing into an underground cavern. You had plans for that.
After a couple of
we like to stay
Yes.
prepared here at this university. What was that, Alan?
after a couple of deaths.
Yeah. Yes.
I see.
Some things
Have
are
you
on
gotten
the board.
right with the Lord, Mr. President? Have you? I don't think you have.
Mrs. President.
Mrs. President, sorry.
No, you're fine. Here, I'll repost this.
Oh, I see that there is a notification of the game images.
Yeah, here we go. Here is the university president. But she will say, we have some things we deal with. I'm not going to say we have exact plans for such an instant, but yes. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you. I spoke with Professor Arbuckle, and he informed me you had already been in contact with him. You were taking initiative to solve a problem. Now, I'm not...
Isn't there usually like some sort of a like side rule about getting A's when your roommate dies? What's the protocol for when multiple children are kidnapped by a weird thing that you're familiar with?
Yes.
Do we just get A's this semester?
Not all urban legends are true. But when it comes to helping your curricular activities, as I was trying to say, I had spoke with Professor Arbuckle. He was very impressed with all of you, and, well, there are several situations going on, and we thought it would be an opportunity for the four of you to take an aide position. It does not normally get presented to freshmen, but under... what is the word?
Is it pay?
Extenuating circumstances, I think is the word.
Yes, thank you. Under extenuating circumstances,
You're welcome.
actually,
do I get extra credit for correcting and providing?
that was me forgetting the word, not the president. No,
I just roasted our GM on accident.
No, you're fine. Honestly, it was also a recommendation. Was the word I was thinking of, because she'll just say no. But given the recommendation I've been given from Professor Arbuckle, I thought it would be apropos to give you the opportunity. So if you would like, it can even replace your Appalachian Studies 100 class.
Oh, I was looking forward to that class.
You were free to take that class.
I actually have a different request. I would love to not have a roommate. I would like my private room, please.
Same.
You can put those requests in with your RA. However,
no, I'm sorry. We just saved multiple lives, and
I was in the middle of saying I may know her, given she's my daughter.
Hey, let's not step on the toes of our newly friendly principal, or president, shall we?
Someone
it's not
here.
like we don't have a free room.
I would like you to remind you that Jesus whipped the shit out of the moneylenders who took advantage of the people.
Okay. But again, it is quite common for room reassignments to be done at the end of the first semester. We tend to have a lot of spaces free up. But...
You don't say.
Yes, if I can put a word in with your RA, we can make that process simpler. Other than that, if you wish to take the position with Professor Arbuckle, it is not a paid position, but it can be for credits.
Hell yeah, I'll hang out with the professor. He's a G.
But other than that, once she's done explaining that to you, that's all she wants. She's not going to directly address deaths. She'll talk sideways every time about that.
So our reward is more work for no pay.
I mean, that's always the thing, right? This is like perfect late stage capitalism. The reward for good work is more work.
Give me one. Hold on, Madam President. My two friendly friends over here are a little tired. We've had a long day, and I look back at both of you and be like, "Listen, I don't know what kind of stuff is going on here, but I would like to find out more. So, if we could all work together, because I think we are a great team."
I go real close to you, and I'm just like, it's not that I don't want to take it. I just feel like she knows we want to take it,
Uh-huh.
and we should be getting paid.
We should be getting paid.
Oh, you do not know the collegiate system, do you? You're going to get fucked every way.
Of course we are. I do out of game. I
Okay.
know the collegiate system, but in game.
At least, like, oh, what if we like bargain for free meals?
How about this? Listen, I am a collector, some will say. And sometimes we might be able to collect things and they might go missing.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I'm picking
I
up
see.
what you're putting down.
We'll pilfer ancient
Okay.
artifacts. Cool.
I love ancient artifacts, and this is a system that you can turn anything into a magic item. So Maisie has this concept, and then somebody's just going to have like a Zune that's possessed by a demon.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. A Zune?
Yeah.
Really? One of the
Well,
like,
you said ancient artifacts.
classically,
So.
no one bought into. It is an ancient artifact in the sense that no one bought into the fucking Zune.
Yeah.
It's just got 3 hymn songs on it.
I mean,
God.
But with
the stuff
that,
that the Technomancer would have pulled out of the trash. Yeah.
But with that, you guys can still take the classes with Professor Arbuckle if you want. They are optional as long as you also help Professor Arbuckle they're not a teacher's aide, it is a field study assistant. But that is for essentially the setup for many, many more adventures next time. As of now, your current threat has been dealt with. People were saved. Everybody gets 1 more advance for you get to play this character again. And other than that, people just get to begin their lives at Roland Hills University, as strange as it may be. Hey, Casey, do you have what we have going on at High Shelf?
I did not get that, but I do know.
Posted in
group
chat. In
Oh,
Discord.
is it in Discord?
Mhm.
Okay, hold on.
there it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have Monday the 12th, Omens of Lost Immortality, James's Pathfinder 2e one-shot. Friday the 16th, we have Omega, the Rookies series beginning.
Moss is in that one.
Yay. On Saturday the 17th, we have Monster Freak, Magic's Shensen one-shot.
Henshin.
Oh, I don't know why I added an S to that.
I'm also in that one.
Henshin one-shot. Yeah, Henshin's real fun. And then Sunday the 18th, Ultra Behemoth Brawl with Hoops Lancer one-shot.
I'm in that one, and I cannot wait to shoot a giant railgun into whatever this thing's going to be.
So many one-shots this August, and it's amazing. But other than that, I think we're done. If people can raid, we're good to raid. But you guys beat the big bad, got out alive. And with having technically 2 advances, you are now your first true rank, which means skills can go to rank 2. Your bone pile maximum, I think, is still just 5.
I mean, we have to spend an advancement to get the skills up, though.
Yes, yeah. That's just the caps get lifted. Same for the bone pile, because you can raise your bone pile up with advances.
I'm going to train Arcana.
Same.
It's good. The big thing is it's also stuff that's like, while it's very hard for you to instant cash, you could set up a ritual roll like in the 70 to 80 range. If you're very skilled late game, you're able to succeed on that, and then have multiple friends also succeed and make that 70 and 80 into a 90 into a 100. So you could technically complete a ritual in 1 round. You just have to be very good at it and get good rolls.
Looks like we're going to be rating the lollygaggers.
Rad.
So while we wait for that to show up, no, Steam, go away. I don't want to play you right now.
No.
Remember when we go over there, guys, leave leave a little message, little emojis. That's how they can get credit. And we do thank you for showing up and showing out tonight.
Thank you, everybody.
And this is a long one.
All right. Now, I think we are officially rating now.
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. Then we can